On a scorching summer day, the dog was trapped inside a car. Tears streamed from his eyes as his vision blurred. He was on the verge of dying from dehydration when something miraculous happened. When he regained consciousness, he found himself looking up at a young boy. A mother and son passing by had rescued him. The boy brought the dog home and instantly fell in love with him, wanting to adopt him right away. But this was no ordinary dog. He was incredibly intuitive. In his mind, he thought, I'm going to raise this boy. Excitedly, the boy designed a special collar for his new pet. On one side, he engraved his own name, Ethan, and on the other, the name he'd chosen for the dog, Bailey. The two became inseparable, spending every moment together. Bailey would crawl under Ethan's blankets at night to read comic books with him, while Ethan taught Bailey how to spin in circles on command. Before they knew it, Bailey had grown considerably. The family took him along to visit Ethan's grandmother in the countryside. There, Bailey fully embraced his natural instincts, chasing after all kinds of farm animals without restraint. This was dog life at its finest. Human life, however, wasn't nearly as simple. Ethan's father, frustrated with work difficulties, often wore a sour expression. Ethan disliked this tense atmosphere and would leave the dinner table alone, thinking that if he were a superhero, he could help ease his father's burdens.
Bailey, sensing highest young master sadness,
Would grab a deflated football in his mouth and bring it to Ethan, showing off his ball retrieving skills to cheer him up. Temporarily forgetting his troubles, boy and dog would play carefree games of fetch across the open field. They even attempted a challenging trick performance, hoping to lift his father's spirits too. After returning to the city from the countryside, Bailey struggled to adapt. Unable to contain his wild spirit, he wreaked havoc throughout the house, which Ethan's father discovered upon coming home. Furious, he ordered Ethan to clean up immediately because he had invited his boss over for dinner that evening, hoping for a promotion and raise. Unfortunately, the dinner party was thrown into chaos by the mischievous antics of Bailey and Ethan. The situation became extremely awkward. In the end, Ethan's father didn't get the promotion, though the company had already decided against it beforehand. Still, he directed all his anger at Bailey, locking him in the storage shed and forbidding him from entering the house. Late that night, knowing Ethan would be upset, Bailey snuck out of the shed and climbed up beside his young master to keep him company as he fell asleep. The next morning, they again performed their signature high-difficulty ball catch routine, hoping to earn his father's forgiveness. Time flew by, and Ethan grew into a young man, becoming a star football player and popular figure at school. Despite his popularity, he remained inseparable from Bailey. But hanging out with a dog all the time wasn't exactly helping his social life. Full of teenage energy, Ethan had reached the age for romance, but whenever he spotted a girl he liked, he had no idea how to approach her. Bailey, sensing the hormones in the air, decided this single dog would help his master find love.